So good morning, students. Our next topic in fluid mechanics subject is flow through branched pipes. Okay, flow through branched pipes. So this is also one of the important topic in our fourth unit. So last class we discussed power transmission in pipelines. This is the next chapter in fourth unit. So flow through branched pipes. So another name also is there, that is called three reservoir problem. Okay, so both are same. So in examination they will ask either flow through branched pipes like that or three reservoir problem. So what is meant by flow through branched pipes or three reservoir problem? Suppose three different tanks are there. So one tank is located in higher elevation, other two tanks are located in some lower level elevations. Okay, so these three tanks are connected in a pipe, and these three pipes are met at one point. Okay, so suppose tank A is there, tank B is there, tank C is there. So this three tank pipes are meet at a point. So that point is called D, capital D. Okay, so that is called three reservoir problem or flow through branched pipes. So now let us see in detail. Flow through branched pipes could be defined as the fluid flow through a piping system where three or more than three reservoirs. Okay, so three or more than three reservoirs will be connected with each other pipe with the help of pipes and will have one or more than one junctions. Okay, so minimum one or more than one junctions also possible. We will have to recall the following principles, and we will have to use the following equations for securing the desired data for such problems. For solving this type of flow through branched pipes, we have to remember three fundamental equations. What are all the three equations? So first one is continuity equation. So we know about continuity equation. In second unit we studied what is continuity equation in one dimension. It is A1 B1 equal to A2 B2. Okay, next Bernoulli's equation. So P1 by rho g plus V1 square by 2g plus Z1 is equal to P2 by rho g plus V2 square by 2g plus Z2. Bernoulli's equation. And Darcy-Weisbach equation. Loss of it due to friction. HF is equal to 4FLB square divided by 2GD. So these three fundamental equations are needed to solve this type of problems. Okay, so let us go in detail about this topic. So you can see here there is three tanks are there. So tank A, tank B, and tank C. So these three tanks are connected through different diameter pipes having different lengths, also different coefficient of friction. Sorry, different loss of it due to friction. Okay, so it meet at the point D. So this ZA, ZB, ZC, and ZD are the, what is that, datum head from the datum line. So V1, V2, and V3 are the velocities, corresponding velocities in the pipe. So L1 is the length of the pipe from A to D, and D1 is the diameter of the pipe, and HF1 is the loss of it due to friction on that pipe. Okay, so similarly for second pipe and third pipe. So initially in this tanks, water levels are constant. Water levels are constant, even though in pipes also it is constant. So due to this constant water levels, this velocities, that means v1, v2, v3 also initially constant. Okay, so you can see here the first point is important. It is assumed that reservoirs are very large and the water surface levels in the reservoirs are constant. So the water surface levels in the reservoirs are constant, so that steady conditions exist in the pipe. Steady flow occurs in the pipe. Also, minor losses are assumed to be very small. So due to this very less minor losses, we can neglect that one. Okay, in this type of problem. So don't bother about minor losses. The flow from reservoir A takes place to junction D. Okay, the flow from reservoir A takes place to junction D. The flow from junction D is towards reservoir C. Okay, so now the flow from junction D towards reservoir B will take place only when the piezometric head at D. What is meant by piezometric head? Piezometric head is nothing but the summation of pressure head and datum head. Pressure head and datum head. That means here PD by rho g plus Z is the piezometric head at D point. So the piezometric head at D point is more than the piezometric head at B. Okay, so that means what is saying here you can see. So here you can see point D is lower than point B. That means tank B. So flow will not take place from D to B. So flow will take place from B to D. Okay. So when flow will take place from D to B, so when the piezometric head, that means piezometric head at D point is more than the piezometric head of the point B. Okay. So for that only they are discussing here. Okay. So now let us consider the flow is from D to reservoir B. Okay. So now how to solve this type of problem? Basic fundamental equations. So for you can see here for flow from A to D, first assume. So now you forgot about tank B and C. Okay. So please watch only tank A to D. The flow takes place from A to D. Now you can see here in the tank, the water is level is constant. So that means it is in rest condition. Okay. So that there is no pressure, there is no velocity. So it will become 0. So balancing only ZA. So we are applying Bernoulli's equation at tank A and that pipe point D. Okay. So in the tank, for not only A tank, for B, C, any tank, that pressure head and velocity head will not come. Only datum head only will come. So I written only ZA on the left hand side. So now come to right hand side. So right hand side, since it is a pipe, so from flow takes place from A to D, it is a pipe. So ZT, that means datum head plus pressure head. What is pressure head? PD. PD by rho g. PD by rho g plus HF1. So loss of it due to friction. So here velocity will not come because velocity is constant. Okay, there is no velocity. So since initially all the tanks are in same level and flow also steady, so for that velocity is constant. So since it is a pipe, here pressure head will come and also loss of it due to friction. So for in a tank there is no loss of it due to friction. So loss of it due to friction only comes in the pipe. Okay. So this consider this is equation number 1. Now same thing for flow from D to B. So now assume flow is taken from D to B. So now what happened? D point is a pipe. So ZD, same thing. ZD plus PD by rho G, which is equal to ZB plus HF3. So why this, sorry, HF2, why this HF2 comes here? So flow takes place from D to B, not B to D. Okay. So flows takes from D to B. So in this direction, we assume it is flows takes place in this direction. Okay. So we have to put this loss of it due to friction for this condition. Okay, that means right side. Okay, this is equation number 2. Now consider for flow from D to C. So D to C, so same thing. D to C also, D is a pipe point, C is the tank. So same thing. ZD plus PD by rho G equal to ZC plus HF3. So this is equation number 3. So from continuity equation, we know that discharge in all the pipes are same. Okay, so discharge here you can see this is the main pipe. So after that 2 branch pipes are came. Okay, so this discharge, that means from A to D discharge, which is equal to the summation of D to B discharge pipe and summation of D to C discharge pipe. So write the equation pi by 4 into D1 square into V1, pi by 4 D1 square into V1, which is equal to pi by 4 D2 square into V2. Okay, plus pi by 4 D3 square into V3. So this is the equation. That means Q1 equal to Q2 plus Q3. Simple. Q2 plus Q3. So now write the equation for Q1, Q2, Q3. So pi by 4 D1 square V1 equal to pi by 4 D2 square V2 plus pi by 4 D3 square V3. Okay. So now here pi by 4, pi by 4, pi by 4 get cancelled. So what is the remaining thing? D1 square V1 equal to D2 square V2 plus D3 square V3. Okay. So now here you can see there are 4 unknowns. That means V1, V2, V3 and PD by rho G. So unknowns can be calculated in further. Okay. So with the example we can understand the problem. So let us see the first problem. I will read the question. Please watch carefully. 3 reservoirs A, B and C are connected by a pipe system shown in figure. Find the discharge. So what they are asking, first question, discharge into or from the reservoir B and C. Okay, if the rate of flow from reservoir A is 60 liters per second, that means at this pipe Q1 is given 60 liters per second, but we need to calculate Q2 and Q3. This is the first question. Second question, find the height of water level in the reservoir C. Second question they are asking ZC. So ZA given, ZB given, ZZ not given. So for that we have to calculate. So now in this type of question they will definitely give the diagram. This diagram they definitely will give. So now understand the question. Length of pipe AD L1 is equal to, what is L1? 1200 meter as per this diagram. So first write the data given. L1 1200 meter. Dia of pipe D1 is equal to 0.3 meter. This is the diameter of the pipe. And the discharge through AD is 60 liters per second. That means 60 divided by 1000 equal to 0.06 meter cube per second. Okay. Next, height of water level in A from reference line ZA is equal to 40 meter. So 40 meter is given. That is ZA. And the same way ZB. This is ZB. 38 meter. Okay. So length also given L2, L3, D1, D2, D3, everything. Okay. So now let us start the problem. First, we have to find the discharge. So now applying the Bernoulli's equation from A point to D point. A point and D point. Okay. So here E is there. It is wrong. It is A. Please correct it. It is A. So ZA. So as in previously, same equation. ZA is equal to ZD plus PD by rho G plus HF1. Okay. So what is HF1? We know the formula 4F L1 V1 square divided by 2G D1. And V1 is equal to discharge divided by area, Q1 divided by area. Okay. So HF1 is equal to 4 F also given, it is 0.006 and L1 1200 meter, and velocity is nothing but discharge divided by area. So the diameter of the pipe is 0.3 meter. So substitute pi by 4 d square here, and discharge also given. What is the discharge? You can see here 0.06. So discharge divided by area, we can easily get velocity. So it is 0.848 meter per second. So substitute that value here. Okay. So divided by 2GD, 2 into 9.81 into diameter 0.3. So 3.518 meter. This is your HF1. So substitute all the values in this equation. So ZA equal to ZD plus PD by rho G plus 3.518. What is ZA? ZA is 40 meter. It is also given in the diagram. So substitute ZA or ZA equal to 40. Okay, ZA is equal to 40. 40 is equal to ZD plus PD by rho G plus 3.518. So this 3.518 comes to this side, means what happened? 40 minus 3.518. So 40 minus 3.518, which is equal to 36.482. So this is called piezometric head at D point. So this is not P1, this is PD. You can see here, PD. Okay, printing mistake. So ZD finally, ZD plus PD by rho G, this is D, PD by rho G equal to 36.482 meter. So now we can see the piezometric head at D point is 36.482 meter. But ZB is 38 meter. Which one is lower? D point only. So water flows taken from B to D only. So this is 38 is higher. At B point it is higher. At D point is lower level. So flow taken from B to D. Okay. So this is equation number 1. So now come to second equation. Applying Bernoulli's equation to points B and D. So now I am applying Bernoulli's equation B and D. So ZB is equal to ZD plus PD by rho G plus HF2. Okay. So ZB equal to 38 meter and piezometric head at the point D. We already calculated, it is 36.482. 36.482 plus HF2. So what is HF2? HF2 is nothing but loss of head due to friction. Okay, loss of head due to friction in the pipe, second pipe. So that we already calculated. What is that value? 38 minus 36.482 only. So we got 1 point, that difference in head. Okay, so 1.518 meter. Okay, so we what is our requirement for calculating discharge? We need area and velocity. Area and velocity. So for that purpose, Q1 they already given. So but Q2 is not given. Okay. So for that purpose, we need to calculate velocity 2 on the second pipe. So using this equation, so HF we calculated, that is 1.518, which is equal to that 4F L2 V2 square divided by 2G D2. So 4 into F 0.006 into L2 What is L2? 600 into V2. V2 is V2 square. We don't know. Divided by 2GD. So this diameter is the second pipe diameter. So which is equal to this 1.518. So using this equation, we can easily calculate this V2. So therefore, V2 is equal to 0.643 meter per second. Okay, 0.643 meter per second. So now discharge is equal to, what is our discharge formula? Q2 is equal to V2 into A2. So V2 is 0.643 and A2 is pi by 4 into D2 square. So pi by, so here also wrong. This is not pi by 2. This is pi by 4. Please note down. Please make a correction. So this is pi by 4 into D2. D2 is 0.2 the whole square. So which is equal to 0.0202 meter cube per second. So if you convert it into liters per second means you have to multiply by 1000. So 1000 means we got 20.2 liters per second. So this is our answer. Okay. So once you found Q1 and Q2, Q3 we can easily calculate. So Q1 is 60, okay, and minus Q2 value 20.2. 20.2. Okay. So 60 minus 20.2, how much? So 39.8. Okay, 39.8 is the answer. Final answer. This is your Q3. 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 Okay. So based on this, we calculated the discharges. So this is the simple problem. So what is the second question they asked? First question is find the discharge. We calculated. Second question, find the height of water level in the reservoir C. So that means ZC. So for calculating this ZC, now I will apply the Bernoulli's equation from D point and C point. Okay. So you can see now applying Bernoulli's equation at D point and C point. So write the equation ZD plus PD by rho G equal to ZC plus HF3. So we already calculated this value, this piezometric head of point D, which is equal to 36.482 equal to ZC plus 4F L3 V3 square divided by 2G D3. So therefore V3 is equal to, we already know V3 is equal to Q3 divided by area 3. That means pi by 4 into D3 square. So, but from continuity equation, we know that Q3 is equal to Q1 plus Q2. So, what is Q1? It is 0.06 and Q2 is 0.0202. So, finally, we got the answer. It is 0.0802 meter cube per second. Okay. Students, here you can see one assumption we assumed wrong. So what is that assumption is? So Q1 is equal to Q2 plus Q3. Actually, that is wrong. So why that is wrong means you can see from tank, this flow taken from A and B, which is combinedly collected to the tank C, because the slope is like that. So here you can see from A to D, a slope is there, B to D, because flow taken place from B to D only, not D to B. If D to B means Q1 equal to Q2 plus Q3, but here flows taken from B to D, from tank B to D, and here also flow taken from A to D. So this combined water is collected and it is go through tank C. So the equation for this is Q3 is equal to, so the total discharge occurs at pi 3 only. Q3 is equal to Q1 plus Q2. Q1 plus Q2. Okay. So therefore, 60 plus, here we found 20.2. Previously, Q1 is 60. So total Q3 is 80.2. Okay, 80.2. So for that only, here mentioned in terms of meter cube per second, 0.0802 meter cube per second. Okay. So once you found the Q3 values, this is your Q3 value, we can easily calculate V3. So V3 is equal to Q3 divided by pi by 4 into 0.3 square. So which is equal to 1.134 meter per second. This is the velocity of flow in the pipe 3. Okay. So therefore, ZD plus PD by rho G, we already know it is 36.482. So here, and 4 ZC plus 4F, F is 0.006 into L3 is 800 meter, and V3 is 1.134 square divided by 2 into 9.81 into D is 0.3. So except this Z3, all the values are known values except this ZC. So finally, we got ZC is equal to 36.482 minus 4.194, which is equal to 32.288 meter. So this is your datum head. That means ZC, datum head of the tank, ZC. Okay. So I think all of you understand the problem. So once again, I'll read the summary of this problem. So first, what you do means apply the Bernoulli's equation from A point to D point. Okay. So calculate this piezometric head of the D point. Second, apply the Bernoulli's equation from D to B. Okay, D to B. So from this piezometric at the D point, we have to calculate Z2. So from is not Z2, B2. Okay, calculate B2. So from this B2, you can calculate easily the discharge in the pipe 2, that is Q2. Okay. So therefore Q3, that means the discharge from D point to C point is Q3. So that Q3 is equal to Q1 plus Q2. So now apply Bernoulli's equation from D point to C point. So finally we get piezometric head we know, and HF3 also we know. So for calculating HF3, we need velocity at for the pipe 3. So how to calculate velocity? Use this Q3 term. So Q3 divided by area, we can easily get velocity 3. So substitute all the values in this and find out finally ZC is equal to 32.288 meter. So this is the problem, summary of the problem. Okay. Students, let us see the second problem. So this problem also same like previous problem. Here, what we have to do means we have to calculate the piezometric head at the junction D point. Okay. Let us see the problem. I'll read the question. Please follow. 3 reservoirs A, B, and C are connected by a pipe system as shown in figure 11.2. Okay. As shown in this figure. The length and the diameters of pipe 1, 2, 3 are 800 meter, 1000 meter, 800 meter, and the diameters 300 mm, 200 mm, and 150 mm respectively. Full stop. Determine the piezometric head at the junction D. Okay. So here they are asking the what is the piezometric head at this junction D point. Take F is equal to 0.005 for all the pipes. Question of question. So they will give the diagram. So based on this diagram, write the given data. So L1 is equal to 800 meter, diameter D1, and diameter D1 is equal to 300 mm, length of the pipe 1000 meter, L2, and D2 is 200 mm, and the length of the pipe 3, L3 is equal to 800 meter, and diameter 3 is 150 mm. So the height of the reservoir is ZA 60 meter. So this is ZA 60 meter. Okay, and ZB 40 meter. This is ZB 40 meter, and ZC 30 meter. So ZC 30 meter. So the direction of flow in pipes are shown in figure. So they clearly mention the direction. That means see the arrow mark. In previous problem, they didn't mention any arrow mark. Here they mentioned the arrow marks. Okay. So water is coming from A to D. After that, it is diverted into two branch pipes from D to B and D to C. Okay. So this diagram is not to scale. Okay. You may doubt, sir, here B is higher elevation and D is lower elevation. So the arrow mark will come like this, na, sir. Why it is like upside, sir? So like that you may ask. Okay. So it is not scale. It is not to scale only. Let us check in the problem. Okay. So the direction of flow pipe shown in figure, applying Bernoulli's equation, points A and D as per the first step, previous problem. So ZA equal to ZD plus PD by rho G plus HF1. So this only we want. So this is called piezometric head. ZD plus PD by rho G is the piezometric head. This only we want. So here discharge of the pipe is not given. So please understand. Okay. So keep it ZA. So this value come to this equation come to this side means ZA minus ZD plus PD by rho G, which is equal to HF1. So what is HF1 formula? 4F L1 into V1 square divided by 2G D1. So substitute all the values. 4 into 0.005 into L1 800 and V1 square divided by D1 is 0.3 and 2G 2 into 9.81. Okay. So next ZA value they given 60 minus ZD plus PD by rho G, which is equal to if you simplify this equation HF1, we got 2.718 V1 square. Okay, 2.718 V1 square. So this is keep as equation number 1. So now applying the Bernoulli's equation to points D and B. So ZD plus PD by rho G, which is equal to ZB plus HF2 equal to 40 plus 4F L2 V2 square divided by 2G T2. So here this is the unknown value. This only we need to calculate. So ZB we know 40 plus HF2 formula 4 into F 0.005 is the constant value they given for all the pipes. And L2, what is the length of the pipe 2? As per the diagram, it is 1000 meter. And V2 square divided by D2 is diameter of the pipe 2 is 0.2 into 2 into 9.81. So if you simplify means we got this value. So substitute the value in that equation. Finally, we got this equation. So it is equation number 2. Okay. So now applying Bernoulli's equation to points D and C. So initially we apply A to D and after that D to B. So the last one is D to C. So ZD plus PD by rho G, which is equal to ZC plus HF3. So same like, okay. So ZC is 30 meter, which is plus 4F L3, which is square divided by 2G D3. So substitute all the values. Finally, we got ZD plus PD by rho G, which is equal to 30 plus 5.436 V3 square. Okay. So the diameter length of the pipe is L3 is 800 meter and the diameter is 150 150 mm. Okay. So here V3 also unknown. So from this three equation, what you understand, what are the unknown values? One is piezometric head at the point D. That means ZD plus PD by rho G. This is one. Second one is velocities. That means V1, V2, V3. Okay. So totally four unknown values. V1, V2, V3. This three plus ZD plus PD by rho G. So there are four unknown values are there. Okay, these are all the three equations. So now what we have to do means we need to calculate this B1 and B2. So once you found B1, B2, B3, we can easily calculate this ZD plus PD by rho G. So for that purpose, I am adding equation number 1 and 2. So what is equation number 1 and 2? You can see here, equation 1 is 60 minus ZD plus PD by rho G, which is equal to 2.718 V1 square. This is your equation number 1. Equation number 2 is ZD plus PD by rho G minus 40, which is equal to 5.09 V2 square. So now you can add these two equations, equation number 1 and 2. Okay, so here minus is there, here plus is there. So these two get cancelled. And 60 plus value and here 40 minus value. What is 60 minus 40? It is 20. So finally, I got an answer. 20 is equal to 2.718 V1 square plus 5.09 V2 square. This is equation number 4. Same way, now again I am adding equation 1 and 3. Okay, 1 and 3. So from that equation 1 and 3, I got 30 equal to 2.718 V1 square plus 5.436 V3 square. This is equation number 5. So just I am adding the equation 1 and 2 and equation 1 and 3. That's all. Okay. So now we know that as per the continuity equation, Q1 equal to Q2 plus Q3. Q1 equal to Q2 plus Q3. So now write the formulas. So Q1 is equal to pi by 4 D1 square into V1 equal to Q2 is equal to pi by 4 D2 square V2 plus Q3 pi by 4 D3 square into V3. So what are the common term here? Pi by 4. So this pi by 4s are get cancelled. Okay. So therefore D1 square V1 equal to D2 square V2 plus D3 square V3. Okay. So substitute this. What are the unknown values in here? V1, V2, V3 we don't know, but we know the diameters in this equation. So D1 0.3 meter, D2 0.2 meter and D3 0.15 meter. So substitute the values here and we got this value. So 0.3 square, 0.3 is D1. So D1 square, 0.3 square V1 equal to 0.2 square V2 plus 0.15 square V3. Or what is 0.3 square? It is 0.09. What is 0.2 square? It is 0.04. What is 0.15 square? It is 0.0225. Just I am simplified. Okay. Now, from equation number 4, again you go to equation number 4. So this is equation number 4. So 20 is equal to 2.718 V1 square plus 5.09 V2 square. Okay. So now I need V2 only. What I have to do? That is the next step. So keep it V2 in the left side. Okay. All other things you transfer to right side. So finally we got root of 20 minus 2.718 V1 square divided by 5.09. Here what I have to do means there are three unknowns are there. So it is not possible to solve this problem. Okay, based on trial and error method only we have to solve the problem. Okay, it is very difficult. So for that only I am calculating V2 in terms of V1. Okay, from equation number 4 and 5. So V2 is equal to root of 20 minus 2.718 V1 square. So this is equation number 7. So this is equation number 7. So next equation number 5. From equation number 5, same way. Okay, so same way we calculated as per V2. Again you calculated V3. So V3 is equal to root of 30 minus 2.718 V1 square divided by 5.436. So this is equation number 8. Okay. So now substituting this value V2 and V3 in equation number 4. Okay. So once you found V2 and V3, so now again you go to equation number 4. What is equation number 4? So here V1 is there, here V2 is there. Substitute V2 in terms of V1. Sorry, not equation number 4, equation number 6. Okay, not equation number 4, equation number 6. So here equation number 6 is there. Okay, so we calculated V2, this value in terms of V1, and also we calculated V3 in terms of V1. Okay, substitute these values here. What you got? So 0.09 V1 equal to this value 0.4 into V2 value plus 0.0225 into V3 value, this equation. Okay, so therefore, so what I have to do means I will square the both sides to remove this root. Okay, so squaring both sides, we got 0.09 V1 the whole square, which is equal to, so if you square means it is like here you can see plus is there in between. So A plus B the whole square, it comes like this. It comes like this. So this is A, this is A, and this is B. Okay, so A plus B the whole square form will come. So what is the equation for A plus B the whole square? A square plus B square plus 2AB. Okay, so now you can see here 0.09 V1 square. So if you square this means we got this value. Okay, so now you can see here, so this is A square, this is A square, and this is B square, and this is 2AB. So in that formula 2, this is A and this is B. This is A term and this is B term. Okay, so this is A square as per the formula, A square plus B square plus 2AB. Just fundamental formula only, not a complicated formula, just fundamental formula. Once you understand, so here for removing, why you are we are squaring the equation means on both sides means to remove this root. Okay, to remove this, if your root is there means it is very difficult to calculate this B1. So for that removing purpose we are squaring. So if you squaring means it is in the form of that right side equation, it is in the form of A plus B the whole square. So substitute that A's formula, equation formula, A square plus B square plus 2AB. Okay, so finally if you simplify all the equation, so you can see here all the terms are comes under V1. The only one, so previously equation number 6, there are 3 unknowns are there, V1, V2, V3. But here after substituting, you can see here all the values, only one unknown value is there, only V1. Okay, so for that purpose only we calculated V2 and V3 in terms of V1 in this equation. So now calculate V1, simplify this equation. Finally we got V1 is equal to 1.086 meter per second. Okay, so once you found V1, substitute that equation number 7 and 8. Okay, calculate V2, V3. Same way, we can calculate Q1, Q2, Q3 if they asked in the question, discharge. So in this question, they didn't ask discharge. What they asked, piezometric head. Once you found V1, V2, V3, any one, we can substitute in this. So suppose I calculated V1 means, so once you found with this V1, we can easily calculate that ZD plus PD by rho G. That's all. Or using V2, ZD plus PD by rho G, which is equal to 5.09 V2 square. Or V3, ZD plus PD by rho G equal to 30 plus 5.43 V3 square. So our ultimate aim is to found this piezometric head. So here where we substituted, you can see in V3 formula. In V3 formula, if you substitute at any V1, V2, V3 equation, you get the same answer. Okay, you can check also. So ZD plus PD by rho G equal to 30 plus 5.436 into V3 square. So substitute V3. So if you substituted in V1 formula means you have to substitute V1. V2 formula means you have to substitute V2 velocity. So I am substituting V3 equation. So I put V2 is equal to, sorry, V3 is equal to 2.22 square. So finally we got 56.79 meter. That is the final equation. Final answer of piezometric head D point at D point. Okay, student. I hope all of you understand these two problems, very important problems. Okay. So next class, we will see hydraulic gradient line and total energy line concept and problems. Okay, students. So thank you very much for your understanding. Any questions means now you can ask.